Well, good afternoon and welcome to ParkTV 16's broadcast of St. Louis Park Girls Softball. Hello everyone, I'm Mike Resnick and we're filming from Orioles Park at Aquila Fields for today's doubleheader matchup, non-conference action between St. Louis Park Orioles and the Minneapolis South Tigers. So the Orioles are coming off a game last night against Robbinsdale Cooper, and where they lost, but the girls came back and played well, and the South Tigers are coming in with a 0-4 record. So Orioles at 2-2, and the Tigers will be at 0-4. The wind has picked up here dramatically, and it'll be interesting to see how they can the pitchers can control the ball. So here you're looking at the lineup. So leading off for the South, you've got Coe, then Maddie Talene, Alex Pythian, Estrella Smart, Taylor Irion, Lisetta Horn, Signe Rudrud, Carly Ekstrom, and Anna Meyer rounding out the lineup. And there you take a look at Lauren Resnick, sophomore for St. Louis Park, number 33. She'll be towing the slab today for game one. Lauren has started every game so far for the Orioles this year. And this will be the final pitch. And senior co-captain Jenna Laidlaw throws it down to Mackenzie Evenson. And now we'll have our customary meeting at the mound. And we're going to talk some strategy. Here you can look around the field for the Orioles. You'll see Resnick pitching, Jenna Laidlaw finishing out the battery at catcher behind the plate. She's our backstop today. Bella Halstead at first, Autumn Ballesteros at second, Sarah Garcia at third, Mackenzie Evenson at short, Lauren Myra in left, Kristen Botzett roaming center field, and to date we've got Shelby Borash in right. And here we go. First pitch by Resnick is a strike. Eva Coe is up. She's our center fielder today for the South Tigers. And fake bunt and then a swing, and Resnick jumps on top, 0-2. A lot of chatter from the South bench. Oh, strike three looking, and Resnick records her first strikeout of the game on 3 pitches. And now the batter is shortstop Maddie Talene. She tries to lay down a bunt, and Resnick picks it up, but there's no play there. So a nice bunt by Maddie, and that'll bring up the 3 spot, your left fielder Alex Pythian. Alex is also donning the sweatshirt. A lot of sweatshirts out here today. The first base coach actually has a rain jacket on. I hope that isn't any indication of what's about to come. And Resnick goes high, ball 1. And the pitch, ooh, way ahead of her. So Lauren blows it by her and brings the count to 1-1. And strike 2. Good position for Resnick. So 1-2 from the umpire. Resnick trying to grab a grip in this cold weather, and she got her drop ball through. Nope, that's it. So batter's out. The first base was occupied, so on a drop third strike, she cannot go. And that is out number 2 and the second strikeout for Resnick. And this will bring up number 26, Estrella Smart. Estrella is playing third base today. She also does some pitching for the Tigers. Resnick keeps it low. Good stop by Jenna Laidlaw. As I mentioned before, Jenna is one of 2 seniors on the team this year. Senior co-captain, along with Kristen Botzett, who is roaming center field. And Kristen's actually in short sleeves. There's a foul ball. So going to the Bud Grant School of Play today with the short sleeves, I'm noticing our shortstop Mackenzie Evenson is also donning the short sleeves. The pitch by Resnick. She keeps it low, and Jenna has a hard time with that one. Trying to keep it in. Trying to keep it in front of her, but it just scoots away a little bit. Should bring the count to 2-1. Confirmed by the home plate umpire. Resnick rears back. She goes outside with it. Now that's 3-1. Right up the middle. Oh, that's going to be trouble. And Maddie Taylene comes all the way around from second base to score. So 1-0 Tigers on a nice hit by Estrella Smart. This will bring up your pitcher today, Taylor Irian. Taylor is a sophomore and contributing quite a few innings this year for the Tigers. So pitcher versus pitcher here. Resnick goes outside, ball 1. Smart stays at first. She gave a little bit of a lead. It didn't look like she was too much of a threat of stealing on that last play. And there's a pitch. Resnick ahead of her. Goes to 1-1. So I don't think Taylor was expecting the fastball there. It looked like she was holding back for the change. Oh, foul ball. And the count goes to 1-2. Lauren trying to get a good grip on that ball, and she throws the change. It goes down. Oh, shoot. Got through. Sarah looks like she tried to play it to the side of her. We got to try and get that ball in front. So the ball squeezes through the infield. And Estrella Smart stops at second. Taylor's at first. And this will bring Lisetta Horn up. Lisetta is catching today. And she is also a sophomore. So a couple of easy ground balls getting through the infield, and hopefully the Orioles can tighten it up here and close this down before we lose too many runs. So 1-0, 2 outs. Lisetta Horn. Resnick goes high, tries to get her to chase, and she brings the count to 2-0. You can see Horn is a little back in the box. Traditionally, these players will come up. She takes a big cut, foul ball. Resnick reared back and threw the fastball. Orioles do not have orange in their uniform, but interestingly enough, both school colors are black and orange with a little white. There's a foul ball. So Resnick brings the count to 2-2, or even at deuces. Laidlaw calling for an outside pitch. Resnick finds it beautiful and ends the inning with another strikeout. So 1 run on 2 hits and 2 left on after 1 complete. South 1, Orioles 0. Interestingly enough, we've got 2 teams that are both participate in Section 6 AAA. So when they go to the sections, if that were to ever happen this year with our crazy weather, there's a chance they could see each other. The South Tigers are coached by Morgan Kane, and Morgan's been with the staff for about 3 or 4 years now, and she's really trying to get the girls back. She's coming in with a relatively young team as well. She has 3 seniors on the team. 4 seniors on the team. She's got 1 junior, and she's got 5 sophomores. So, you know, the future could be bright here for South Minneapolis softball. And leading off for the Orioles, as you see Taylor Irion warming up there. Leading off for the Orioles will be Autumn Ballesteros. And going around the the infield for the South Tigers, you'll see Taylor Irion at pitching, Lizetta Horn catching. First base is Signe Rudrud. Second base, Carly Ekstrom. Third base is Estrella Smart. Maddie Telline is over at short. Alex Pithian in left. Eva Coe in center. And rounding it out. So here comes Autumn Ballesteros. And first pitch is a strike. She went right to the changeup for the first pitch. You don't see that every day. Interesting selection. So Taylor rears back, and now she comes in with the heat, and it's high. Autumn is back to wearing her number 3. First game of the year. I think she was, first 2 games she was at wearing 11, and that's moved now over to Shea Swanson. Autumn goes down to the right field. This could be trouble. Oh, and a fine play. And that was Anna Meyer in right field. So Autumn flies out. And this brings up Lauren Myra. Lauren's playing left field today. As we mentioned in a previous broadcast, Lauren likes first base, but she showed aptitude for making some nice plays out in the outfield, and Coach Wahutka moved her up. There's a slow roller to third. Estrella picks it up safe. Oh, boy, that was a bang-bang play there. I thought she beat it out, but first base umpire called her out. So, oh, here's the slow-mo. You can see the ball just drops dead there as it slow rolls into third, comes up, picks it up with her hand. It's a beautiful play. Yep, it looks like she just got her. So that's 2 outs, and now the batter is number 33, Lauren Resnick. Lauren's pitching again tonight, and Lauren's over the top of it, strike 1. Lauren had 2 hits last night, 2 of the 4 hits that the Orioles recorded. And that's inside, 1-1.
Hey, wait back and drive one now.
Lauren's way up in the box right now. Oh, she watches strike 2. So 1-2.
Hey, you're okay. Now you got to go to work.
Got Coach Tim Senshin down at first base, giving some instruction. Coach Al Wahutka's at third. And the lob, 2-2. Sometimes when those balls float in there like that high, they look real big, and the girls have a tendency to want to go for those. I know I used to. All right, 2-2 on Resnick. And she swings through it. So 3 up and 3 down for the Orioles. No runs on no hits and no one left on base. And we'll go to the top of the second with the South Tigers leading by 1. And we'll take a break, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
Patty, let me be honest with you. Won't filing for Social Security benefits online be confusing?
George, it's simple and easy, and you can do it in your pajamas from the comfort of your own home.
Oh, my.
You've navigated through asteroid belts, right?
Oh, sure, plenty of times.
Well, compared to that, navigating socialsecurity.gov is a snap.
Really?
It's so easy. Even Kirk could do it.
Well, we're back. Oriole Park at Aquila Fields, and tonight's first game of the doubleheader, where the Orioles are hosting the Tigers from Minneapolis South. Orioles down 1-0. Run scored in the first inning by Maddie Telline. And the girls will meet at the pitching mound to discuss strategy. And due up for the Tigers is Rudrud. On deck will be Ekstrom, and in the hole is Anna Meyer. Anna made that nice catch out in right field in the first inning off of Autumn's fly ball down the line. So Signe Rudrud, and she's playing first base tonight. First pitch, fall off her leg. So Resnick jumps on top right away. 0-1. You know, it rained here all day, and the field looks like it held up really well. Weren't sure we were going to get that off. Oh, and she finds a hole in between first and second. Shelby Borash comes up with the throw, throws it into Autumn. Autumn back to Lauren, and Signe reaches first. And that brings up your second base person tonight, number 12, Carly Ekstrom. You'll have to trust me on the number. She's got a sweatshirt on, and so at this point we're making some assumptions with some of these numbers. We'll see if South decides to bunt. There are a lot of good bunters on this team. We've got Sarah Garcia's a little back at third. Yep, they square up, and it hit her. It hit her twice. Oh. So Coach Al Wahutka was pleading his case that it hit her and she should be out. She was still in the batter's box, so I think they're overruling that as a foul ball. So Resnick jumps out 0-1 on the count to Carly Ekstrom. Ekstrom comes back to bunt again. She offered, and that's strike 2. So 0-2 on Ekstrom. And the infield was backing up the throw there at second. So we'll see what happens on this 0-2 if she's got the green light. And we'll see if Rudroot is going on the pitch. Oh, she got her. Nope, she can't. She can't go again. Oh, so the steal stole on the strikeout. So Resnick records the strikeout. So unfortunately, it was a drop pitch strikeout, but the runner managed to go down to second. So now we've got runner at second, 1 out, and this is Anna Meyer, your right fielder. Anna watches low. Ball 1. Anna's batting 9th today. So far of the 4 outs that the Orioles have recorded, they've all been on strikeouts. And there's a bunt foul. 1-1. So the Tigers are bunting at every chance they get, and the Orioles are still not charging. They're still playing kind of back. I'd like to see them charge that ball as soon as she squares up. The corner should be charging and second should be covering first. We'll see if they do it. Resnick, the pitch. Ooh, just inside. Should be 2-1 on the count. Confirmed by home plate umpire. Resnick, nice pitch. 2-2. 1 out, runner at second. 1-0, top of the second here in beautiful St. Louis Park, Minnesota, where it's a balmy 40. Oh, looking. So again, Resnick with the strikeout. Now there's 2 outs with the runner at second. We're back to the top of the order. This is Eva Coe. Last time Eva struck out, Resnick got her on 3 consecutive pitches. And Resnick battles right back. Let's see who hits it. Resnick comes over quick. Oh, they can't come up with it, and she moves the runner over. So the Tigers are having a lot of success with the bunt. And unfortunately, the Orioles are just not quick enough to get to it. They've got to really pounce. That one looked like it might have been an opportunity for the catcher to pop out, but Lauren beat her to it, and then she was just too late. The runner got there quick. So now Lauren comes back with a strike to Maddie Taylene. And the runner scoots down to second base. So now we've got second and third. 2 outs. 0-1 on the batter. Resnick goes back at Maddie again. Strike. So now she's up on the count, 0-2. Maddie got a hit last time. Resnick adjusts the ball. She switches the grip and she throws high and outside. Tried to get her to chase. Brings the count to 1-2. Everyone's moving in the field on each pitch. They're all covering. They all have their assignments. Resnick in the dirt. Good drop down to her knees by Jenna Laidlaw to block that ball and keep it in front. She's the backstop this year. She's been there every game so far, and taking over the vacated spot from last year's captain, Bria Evans. And she's done an admirable job. Here's a slow roll. Oh, no, Sarah, it's off her foot, but just scooted under her glove, and that'll score a run. So E5 on that. And that was just an unfortunate play. You can see here that she just lifted her glove up too soon, didn't watch it into the glove, and it hit her foot, scooted out of bounds. And now we've got runners on the corners again. And this will bring up Alex Pythian. Alex goes after the first pitch, and she's quickly down 0-1 in the count. Last time up, Alex struck out. Lauren rears back, and now she's up 0-2 on the batter. Alex Pythian is playing left field for the game one of the double tilt here. Double bill. Well, you can't tell it at home, folks, but it is windy and it is cold, and I wish we had. So beautiful. Right back up the box. Lauren goes over to Bella, 1-3, and that'll record our third out. So the Orioles give up 1 run on the air, and South now leads 2-0 on 4 hits, and you can see the error mark there. So it appears that Irian is going to be back on the hill for the Tigers, and Coach Wahutka is probably going to have some discussions with his girls, trying to, I'm assuming, talk to them about making sure they're prepared for all those bunts that we saw in the first 2 innings. So cold that the Tiger girls that are not in the game have been running up and down the sideline here just to warm up. Coach Kane has actually put on another jacket over her sweatshirt, and Paul is in the truck. I think he's got marshmallows ready. We're gonna have to roast some marshmallows out here. So bottom of the second, and the Orioles are going to come up with Jenna Laidlaw, the catcher. On deck would be Kristen Botzett. And then we've got the designated hitter will be Maria Barr. So Coach Wahutka is trying out some different things today to try and get some more kids involved. And today they're instituting the flex player, and the flex player will be Shelby. Shelby's fielding. She'll be out in right field, and Maria Barr will be batting in her place. So this brings up the catcher, Jenna Laidlaw, senior captain, co-captain, excuse me, and she looks at ball 1. Not sure if Jenna's committed yet for the fall. She takes a swing, and that comes up the first baseline foul.
Hey, get through it now.
And she goes to 1-1 in the count. Taylor rears back, and she gives her the change. Oh, and Jenna's whale is played in bounds, and that's going to go out of bounds. Jenna gets to first. And our rope down the line. So Jenna reaches safely. You can see here she got way out in front of it and misplayed by Estrella at third. And so now the Orioles have a runner. That's the first base runner of the game. And this brings up center fielder, co-captain Kristen Botzett. And she swings hard. I'm giving her a hit on that one. It was pretty well hit. So Kristen swings, the first one foul. 0-1's the count on number 5. Kristen's donning the white shoes again this year. And that's inside. Oh, and Jenna's going, and she is safe. So good steal. That'll be Jenna Laidlaw's first stolen base of the 13 season. The season that almost wasn't. And Kristen finds herself 1-1 in the count. Kristen misses low. 1-2. So now she's going to be protecting the plate. I imagine we're going to see some sort of a junk pitch here by Taylor. Let's see what she's got. Big windup and the change. Looks like she threw a knuckle there that just got away from her. 2-2's the count. Again, Maria Barr is on deck. Here comes Kristen. and she overswung, swung right over the top of it, and that's strike 3. So 1 out, and Maria Barr. Maria's a junior, number 26. Been playing a lot of second base this year, and earlier in the season, first game of the season, she had a triple on the right field line against Minneapolis Edison. Very memorable play. She looks at ball 1. So 1-0. Trying to move Jenna Laidlaw around from second, and Maria comes over the top of that one, fouling it away. 1-1 the count, and 1 away. Mackenzie Evenson on deck, swinging the bat. Ooh, hard to see from my angle here, but from that center field, you could tell it was outside. They've got us positioned down the first baseline, and so we can tell from the height of the ball, we can't tell inside out. And there's a strike, so Maria looks at strike 2, and now it's double deuce, 2-2. See if she can get a hit here, move Jenna around. Oh, ball in the dirt, and a good stop by the catcher. So full count to Maria Barr. She swings a hard one up the middle. That could be tried as trouble. So E6, but it moves Jenna around nicely. And Maria finds herself safely at first base, talking to Coach Tim Sench, and he was a little lonely down there. We got him some company, and let's see if we can move him around. This is Mackenzie Evenson. Mackenzie's a freshman, number 19. There you can see the hop came right into the shortstop's arm, and Mackenzie goes up the middle, and oh, a beautiful play. She tags Maria out. Nice play by Maddie at shortstop there. Beautiful play. So Mackenzie finds herself at first base. Jenna Laidlaw scores, and we're at 2-1.
Come on now, Bella.
Bella Halstead rips one. She goes to hits it to short. Short comes up firing, and Maddie records the 6-3 for the third out. Just getting caught up on my scoring here. There you can see the line. So after 2 complete, we've got 2-1. The South Tigers over St. Louis Park. And you can see an error on each side. South has got 4 hits, and St. Louis Park has got 1. Going into the top of the third, it'll be the 4, 5, 6 batters for the Tigers. And you can see the Orioles throwing it around the field. Lauren Resnick is waiting for her catcher, Jenna, who just scored, to get her catching gear on, and so she can warm up. We've got a umpiring staff of 2 tonight. So the crew, we've got a gentleman down at first base. Haven't had a chance to meet him yet. We'll try and talk to them in between games, get their names and where they hail. Want to thank you for tuning in to ParkTV 16, and remember, folks, all the games can be found on demand if you just go to the website and go on demand, and they go right through YouTube. Here you can see the programming info, web streaming, and on demand. Also, DVDs can be purchased. All you have to do is go to the website listed there, as you can see, parktv.org, or call the number listed below, and you can order your very own copy. Be a nice keepsake. So this is the first game of the doubleheader tonight. Again, we're not charging anything extra for the second game. Second game is free today. And the Tigers will lead off the top of the third with Estrella Smart. She's playing third base today. First time up, she got a single. Resnick with one pitch backhands it. Beautiful play over to Bella Halstead. So one pitch, very effective, and we've got a 1-3 play. Here you'll see the replay. You can see Resnick comes back, kind of Just the inside fastball, jammed her a little bit, made the easy throw over to first base to Bella, who squeezes it. So now we've got the pitcher, Taylor Irian. Last time up, she got a single. She hits it high and deep. Kristen Botzed is camping underneath it. She makes the catch. A beautiful play by Kristen, who she was tracking it the whole way. And for you kids at home, she caught it. She's using two hands. Here you can see it again. She's running back, looking over her shoulder, always keeping her eye on the ball and using two hands. So a beautiful play by Kristen Botzed. And there's a hard hit ball to the third baseman, Sarah Garcia. Bella comes up and she tags her. Beautiful play. So a 3-pitch inning for Lauren Resnick. And the Tigers go down 1-2-3 in a snapper, mow 'em down inning. So if we had the sponsor, we could say that. But a nice play by Sarah Garcia over to Bella there. So after 2.5 complete, South 2, St. Louis Park 1, and we're going to take a brief break here.
I'm Betty White, and I'd like you to meet my friend here. This is Red. He's a puppy with a very special job to do, to be a guide dog for someone who is blind. Together, they'll travel the world in safety and with confidence. Guide Dogs for the Blind provide their services free of charge, thanks to the generosity of people like you. Please visit guidedogs.com to learn how to help today.
Welcome back to non-conference action here in St. Louis Park, Minnesota, where the St. Louis Park Orioles are hosting the Tigers from Minneapolis South. And you are looking at Oriole Park at Aquila Fields. And the Tigers are going to have their customary meeting at the mound. Coach Tim Sensions saunters down to first base. Hopefully he'll have some more company down there. And leading off the bottom half of the third for the Orioles is number 22, the third baseman, Sarah Garcia. Sarah watches ball 1. Sarah's wearing number 22 this year. The pitch from Taylor. Oh, big cut by Sarah. 1-1 goes the count. She was going for some green on that one. Taylor adjusts the ball. Low. Oh, Sarah check swings it, but that's a foul. So now 1-2. So now she's going to have to protect the plate.
Hey, now you got to go to work, Sarah.
Sarah's batting 9th today, playing third base. Came off that nice play to end the second inning, or third inning, excuse me. And she looks at strike 3. So 1 out, and we go to the top of the order. And that's Autumn Bustero. Autumn is playing second tonight. This is her first game at second base. She watches ball 1 go high. Autumn does not present a huge target. So let's see what Taylor can find against her. Oh, there's a good pitch, and this ball's coming foul down the first base line, and no one can reach that one. So 1-1 the count. That's the second time Autumn's made contact coming down the right side, so she's just a little behind the ball. See if she can compact that swing a little bit and get the bat head around. That ball goes high, so good eye for Autumn. She's now at adjusting herself. 2-1 is the count. Well, that's low. So Autumn finds herself 3-1. And this, as they say in baseball terms, is a hitter's pitch right now. Let's see what Taylor comes with it. She throws the fastball and take your base. So Autumn finds herself on base on balls. And that brings up Lauren Myra. Lauren's playing left field again today. Number 32. And let's see if Autumn can get down to second into scoring position. Lauren started out the season extremely hot. Autumn is going. Uh-oh, Autumn left early, and they called her out. So So there's some discussion there. Autumn records her second out. That's the second out for Park because they said she left early. Not really sure that the umpire had a good angle on that one, but he did make the call. We have to respect it. You don't have to agree with it, but we have to respect it. So Lauren looks at strike. Lauren straight back. Foul ball. Lauren's a junior. Had the opportunity to play last year with her sister Morgan. Morgan was a great hitter for Park, and she held down the fort over at first base for the season. So 0-2 on Lauren Myra. See if she comes with the changeup. Yep, changeup outside, and 1-2. Wasted a pitch there just to see if she could get Lauren to go for it. Lauren settles in the box. And Taylor pitches. Way ahead of that one. So a foul ball picked up by Estrella. We might see the third baseman Estrella pitch in game 2 tonight. That's kind of the rumor. But don't hold me to that. So here we go. Taylor rears back. She fires the low ball. And now the count goes to 2-2. So Lauren's working the count deep. Five or six pitches already to Lauren Myra. And that's low. So now it's 3-2. We've got a full count.
Good job.
And we could be seeing the effects of the weather here with Taylor. She's reached down and grabbed some dirt. She might have a hard time grabbing the ball. I know both she and Lauren Resnick are battling this cold wind here today, trying to hang on to the ball. And that goes high, and Lauren Myra milks her for a walk, and now we've got runner at first. Second walk in a row, though, for Taylor Irian. And that'll bring up Lauren Resnick. Let's see if she can move Lauren Myra around. It's the Lauren show here. Lauren and Lauren go back to back. Lauren Resnick looks at ball one. Or excuse me, strike one. I apologize. So looking to coach Al Wahutka for the sign. We've got 2 outs, runner at first. Orioles down by 1. Resnick hits a roller, and she beats it out. So infield hit for Resnick. And she moves Lauren Myra over to second base. So now the Orioles have first and second, 2 outs, and that'll bring up the senior co-captain, Jenna Laidlaw.
That's okay. I know you didn't think she left early either. That's where you got screwed up.
So some discussions about how many outs. I don't think the home plate umpire is a little confused. And Jenna Laidlaw watches a first pitch changeup for a strike. Last time up, Jenna got a hit. It was the first hit of the game, and she's the only Oriole run so far. Jenna swings over the top of that one. She quickly falls behind 0-2. So 0-2, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. They'll be going. Inside. 1-2 on Laidlaw. Be nice to see her hit Lauren Myra in here. Lauren's got some decent speed. She might be able to score from second. Big hit. There you go. She hits behind the runner, and that goes to... Oh. and they called her out. Another bang play at first. From my angle, it was tough to see. So after 3 complete, St. Louis Park 1 and South 2. Tigers on top by 1 here. You can see the line. There's the play. Second base person bobbled it, and yeah, it looks like she got it in there just in time. So from that angle, our crack staff on top of the truck, Ellie, nice shot there. And we had a much better vantage point to see the play. Here we go. We'll see it one more time. Keeps the ball in front of her, comes over the top, and first base uses 2 hands, and yep, it was there in time. So thanks, Paul, and the truck, and our crack staff here tonight. We very fortunate to have Park 16 TV broadcast so many of our local games and events. And remember, if you want to catch any of this, you can watch it on demand. Just go right to the Park TV 16 website, and you can pull it up and watch it in the comfort of your home. There you see the graphic right there. Also, if you want to order a DVD, you can call the number there, and Paul can hook you up for a nice copy of the game. Again, great to have these high-definition cameras and the opportunity to watch it digitally at home if you can't make it out to the game. And normally I'd say come on out, but tonight it's a little chilly. So if you do come out, bring your coat, bring your gloves, bring your blanket, and enjoy St. Louis Park girls softball. So leading off the top of the 4th for the Tigers will be Signe Rudrud. Last time up, Rudrud got a hit. Very tall frame. She's the first baseman, fouled off her leg. And Resnick jumps out. 0-1 on the count. And she goes high and outside. So Lauren mixing it up inside, outside. And Coach Stephanie Johnson back again this year. Stephanie's been with the program for about 7 or 8 years now, and she works primarily with the pitchers, but she's also an assistant coach and helps out where she can. Lauren goes back outside, and the count goes to 2-1. 2-1 on Rudrud. Nobody out, nobody on. Top of the 4th here on the front side of a doubleheader game. And there's a foul ball. And just one of the parents almost made a fine catch. So that brings the count to 2-2. We'll see if Resnick mixes it up here. Lauren fires back, and there's a foul ball. So stays on top. Interestingly enough, we saw the Tigers in the first 2 innings go to the bunt several times, and we'll see if they come back to that method of ball. Small ball. And that time Rudrud gets underneath it, and another foul ball. So she's working Resnick in the count a little bit here. I think that's her 5th or 6th pitch already to Rudrud, after she was cruising along quite nicely in the 2nd and 3rd. And there she goes. She got it for another strikeout. So a beautiful pitch for the first out. So Resnick has her 6th strikeout of the game. And that'll bring up Carly Ekstrom. Carly's playing second base today. Umpire calls time. He's retrieving one of the balls that had gone foul. Resnick's got a little chuckle there with Jenna Laidlaw, her catcher. They're enjoying some sort of tomfoolery or skullduggery. Resnick comes right in with a strike. Lauren's done a great job keeping the ball low. Oh, and the changeup just missed. 1-1. Again, if you're just joining us, 2-1. here at Oriole Park at Aquila Fields. We're in the top of the fourth. Resnick comes back with another strike. So 1-2 now. Not sure what Carly's plans are, but she's wearing a Kansas sweatshirt, so who knows, maybe someday she'll play for the Jayhawks. Resnick. Garcia comes up. And a nice scoop by Bella Halstead on the kind of a soft throw there by Sarah, but she stayed with it that time. You can see here she stayed down 2 hands, good footwork, and the throw was just a little soft, almost pulled Bella off. Good stretch by Bella Halstead there. So 2 outs on the 5-3 play, and 1 pitch, and that goes through the infield. I don't know if we have that replay there, Paul, but okay, yeah, I looked away. So I looked away to score it, and I wasn't sure how Anna Meyer got on, but number 2, Anna Meyer, the right fielder, gets on first base. I saw it got through. I wasn't sure if Audie had a shot at it or not. So Resnick comes back firing. They square. Top of the order now, that's Eva Coe, and she squares up to bunt and fouls it off. Strike 1. So 2 outs, runner at first. And that brings up the top of the order, Eva Coe. She's playing center field today for game 1. Runners going, and foul ball again. So now we're at 0-2, and we'll see if she tries to bunt with 2 strikes. It's rare with 2 outs and 2 strikes that they'd square up to bunt, but you never know. Let's see what happens. Sarah Garcia's playing way back at third. She's even with the bag. Ooh, and Resnick just misses low and inside. 1-2, 2 outs. Runner at first. The batter's Eva Coe, the center fielder, and Lauren Resnick rears back. Slow roller. Resnick rolls it up. And she makes the play. Very close play at first. So good cover by Bella, and Lauren pounced on that slow roller down the first base line. So here you can see it again in slow motion. Just kind of a weak swing. Lauren comes up. Bella had come over. She gets back, and there she is, just in time. So nice cover there by Bella, and Lauren makes the play 1-3 for the 3rd out. No runs on what we think might have been 1 hit, and 1 left on. After 3.5 complete, South 2, St. Louis Park 1, and we'll take a break.
Everyone needs a good night's sleep, but it's hard to sleep tight if you're worried about bed bugs. That's right, bed bugs are real as the threats posed by other household pests like roaches, rodents, and termites. Together, they contribute to illnesses like asthma and Lyme disease, major property damage, and contaminated food. To learn how to protect your home and family, visit pestworld.org. Because household pests shouldn't keep anyone up at night.
And we're back to Oriole Park at Aquila Fields, where Kristen Botzett watches strike 1. Kristen leads off the bottom half of the 4th for the Orioles. Kristen had a nice catch in center field earlier tonight. She goes, pulls it foul, and finds herself behind 0-2. First time up, Kristen struck out. Kristen actually has some pretty good speed, so we'd like to get her on base and then move her around a little bit. Change up. Oh, caught her looking. So 3 pitches, and Kristen strikes out for out number 1. And that brings up Maria Barr. Maria's the DH today, where Al is using the flex rule so he can get more kids involved in the game. And Maria looks at ball 1 high. Ball 2 outside, so now she's ahead. So after three straight strikes to Kristen, we've now had 2 straight balls to Maria. Let's see if she has the green light here. Ooh, and she goes that down, and that's a beautiful hit to right field. So Maria, very nicely done. She finds herself safe at first base, and she's giving Coach Tim Senchen some company down there. See if the Orioles can move her around. Coach Al Wahutka has been a little lonely at third base. This brings up Mackenzie Evenson. Mackenzie's wearing number 19 this year. And she's been playing shortstop and doing a nice job. Oh, pass ball, and Maria is down to second. So nicely done. Now they've got a runner in scoring position. If Mackenzie can put that bat on the ball. Coach Wahutka gives the signal. Coach Al's in his 4th season here with the Orioles. And there's a hit down. Got through, and that'll be an error on the pitcher. And Mackenzie finds herself at first base. So E1. And we will find Bella Halstead approaching the dish. Bella's been playing a nice first base this year for the Orioles. She really likes it over there, number 31. Bella's way up in the box. See if they can move Mackenzie if Mackenzie goes. And there's a hit. That's an infield fly. Oh, she dropped it. So, and there's a throw home. They could have had Mackenzie at second. Not quite sure why they threw it home, but so E6 on that. And the errors are starting to pile up here. Mackenzie finds herself at second base. Bella's at first, and that'll bring up number 22, the third baseman, Sarah Garcia. So, bases full of birds here. See if we can produce a run. We gotta tie it up. That's down in the dirt. That's ball 1. So we got a little 1-out rally here after the early strikeout on Kristen Botzat. We've had 3 girls consecutively reach base. And there's strike 1 to Sarah Garcia. Sarah's now looking at a 1-1 count. Again, bottom of the 4th here, Oriole Park. That ball's in the dirt. Good scoop by the catcher. And now it's 2-1, excuse me. It's also 2-1 in the score. A lot of chatter in the infield. Ball's in the dirt again. So Taylor struggling a little bit with the grip. When the ball drops early like that, that means she's releasing early, so she might be having some troubles hanging on to the ball. Ball 4, and she walks in a run. And now we've got a 2-2 ball game, ladies and gentlemen. And Shelby's not batting because of the flex rule. Maria is batting, so that puts us to the top of the order. And that's Autumn Ballesteros. Autumn, again, if you're just tuning in, has moved over to second base for the first game of the double bill.
4 straight that weren't even close. Okay, squeezing it now.
Last time up, Autumn got on base on balls, but then they called her out for leaving the base early on a steal. Kind of a goofy play. You don't see it every day. And that is ball 1 to Autumn upstairs. Ooh, Autumn watches the changeup come in for a strike. Taylor's had some nice control today with the changeup. She's been a little mixed with the other pitches, so. 2-2 here at Oriole Park. And Audie watches strike 2, so she falls behind a 1-2. A 1 out, bases full of birds. And number 3, the second baseman, Autumn Ballesteros. Oh, she just missed the changeup for strike 3. So 2 outs. Lauren Myra, the left fielder today, number 32. Ball in the dirt. It seems like when Taylor's missing, she's really missing by quite a bit. They're either in the dirt or they're up high, sailing on her. And there's a high, ooh. And Lauren goes after the high one. So 1-1, 2 outs. Base is full of birds. Lauren hits it. That's going to be in between. Let's see if the shortstop can make the play. Oh, she can't make it in time. So Lauren beats out the infield hit. And that'll score another run as Mackenzie Evenson comes from third to the dish.
Hey, Freeze, help yourself now.
And that'll bring up the pitcher, Lauren Resnick. Lauren got a hit last time up. She's 1 for 2. She struck out her first time. She sees ball 1. Lauren's one of the multi-sport athletes on the team. The winter she's on the basketball team, also wearing number 33. Ooh, swings down. So 1-1. Just missed on that inside. Ooh, and the floater. So again, 1-2, and Taylor Irian has had some success with that changeup. Let's see if she comes back with the fastball. She's going outside. She's set up outside. And Resnick watches a high one go by. Appeared to try and put a little extra mustard on that one, and when she did, she dipped down and the ball sailed up on her. So for those pitchers at home, you got to stay tall and keep that release point down. Resnick holds back. She wanted that one. So 3-2 the count. And I think Lauren almost pulled a muscle there, pulling back on that swing.
Hey, wait for it and drive it now. Make her throw you one.
Oh, a rope. Beautiful hit by Resnick. She gets it to the outfield, and that's going to score 1. So Resnick with a rocket out to right center field. Not sure if we've got the here's the replay. You can see fully extended. And she hits in. Bella Halstead will score on that one. Garcia's over at third. That puts Lauren Myra at second, and Resnick finds herself safely over at first base. And that's the third run of the inning. And this will bring up the co-captain, your backstop tonight, number 28, Jenna Laidlaw. Jenna's the 9th batter of the inning. That's in the dirt. Ball 1. So a lot of the batters are going deep in the count now, and I can only imagine that Taylor is getting a little tired in this cold. And there's a hit by Jenna. She kind of bounces it through to second base. She has a hard time bobbling it, and it's safe. So error on the second baseman, E4.
Hey, nobody better. Let's go.
And that scores Garcia for the 4th run of the inning. Lauren Myra moves over to third. Lauren Resnick moves to second. Jenna Laidlaw finds herself safe at first. And this will bring up Kristen Botzett. Kristen is due. She gives a full cut, and that goes into the bleachers. So there's a souvenir for some lucky fan. So Kristen, yes, they did. It should be 4. Garcia just scored. That goes high. So 1-1 on Kristen. Kristen led the inning off. It's been a long inning out here in the cold for these poor Tiger players in this cold wind. And that goes high. So 2-1 now. And we're still in the 4th. Bottom half of the 4th. 2 outs. Bases, again, full of birds. Ooh, Kristen gives it a big cut. 2-2. I think she wanted something there. That was one of the more aggressive swings I've seen her take this year. Change up, and that goes straight back. Ooh. Somebody in the stands scurried away. So the count remains 2-2. Double deuces for Kristen Botzett. Team photographer Gene Halstead is here today taking some nice photos. Hopefully some of those will turn out nicely.
Hey, here, going out 5.
Gene does a nice job supporting all of Bella and Creston sports. He's got a son playing Little League. Ooh, the floater. And now we're looking at 3-2. So full count to senior co-captain number 5 center fielder Kristen Botzett.
Hey, 5, here we go. Gotta be there.
And that's ball 4, and that'll score a run. So base on balls for Kristen, and she's on base for the first time tonight. Lauren Myra scores from third. Lauren Resnick moves to third. Jenna Laidlaw moves to second, and you see Kristen is over there talking with Coach Tim Sinchin over at first base, probably reminding her how many outs, little situational stuff. Lauren Resnick is giving Maria Barr some encouragement down at the third baseline. Al Wahutka is giving some instruction to the folks in the dugout. And Coach Morgan Kane had a nice conversation with Taylor Irian at the rubber. So
Maria, go get one.
Taylor toes the rubber.
Going hard.
And Maria Barr looks at the first pitch, and that's strike 1.
Hey, got to attack now.
Last time up, she got a nice hit to right field. Maria's been swinging a mean stick this year. And she sees strike 2. For those of you that remember last year, Maria
Hey, go to work now.
got the nickname of the crime dog. So I think she witnessed the break-in of Coach Wahutka's car back here at Aquila Fields, and she wanted to go and stop the perpetrator, and I think we had to hold her back. So 1-2 on the crime dog. Ooh, and she looks at strike 3. So that's the third out, and quite the scorekeeping challenge for me here. As you know, I'm not real quick on my feet, but I've got 6-2. The Orioles scoring 5 runs in the 4th inning and leaving 3 on there. But a very nice inning, coming back with the 5 runs. So there you see the graphic, 6-2, and 5 hits, and you can see South now with 4 errors. So the errors really are costly. Not a lot of fun for the pitcher when you aren't getting the support that you need in the field. So leading off the top of the 5th inning for the Tigers will be the shortstop, Maddie Taylene. She'll be followed by Alex Pythian and Estrella Smart. Not sure if any substitutions have been made yet. From our vantage point, it's hard to tell. And again, with all of these sweatshirts and jackets, unless you can recognize a ponytail, it's going to be challenging to figure out who's who. Resnick is back on the mound. She's warming up. And balls go in. So as you see the line there, St. Louis Park is up 6-2 here at the top of the 5th inning. Oriole Park at Aquila Fields on what turned out to be a clear night, but it is brisk. This is fall-like conditions here, and everyone has gloves, sweatshirts. Haven't seen a parka yet, but we're probably not far off. So Maddie's up, and she takes the first pitch strike. Looks like she offered again. Last time up, Maddie flew out to, or excuse me, there was E5, so error on the third baseman. Looks like she offered, but maybe pulled back. No, she's saying 1-1. So 1-1 on Maddie now. Lauren's come in with 2 straight balls. Let's see if she gives her the dirt. There's another fall ball. So 1-2. In the off-season, Lauren's been working on a couple of new pitches, and it'll be fun to see how Coach Stephanie will work those into her armament of barrage of pitches. Ooh, and that one goes high outside. So tried to get her to chase. 2-2 is the count on Maddie Taylene. Again, Maddie's playing short today. Resnick drying off the ball on her thigh. Oh, and she got her on the low one. A beautiful pitch by Resnick. Kept it low in a way and really put it in a spot where she couldn't do anything with it. So 1 out. And that's there's a slow roller back to Resnick. Oh no, and they didn't have cover. So Bella tried to play the ball. Autumn came over to cover, and unfortunately the ball went through both of them. So here you see the pitch. Resnick comes off the rubber. She hustles over. Bella got out of position, and unfortunately the girls just didn't talk to each other. And so Alex finds herself over at second with 1 out. And this is Estrella Smart. Estrella's playing third base tonight. Ball goes outside. Lauren tried to get her to reach. Well, hopefully the Orioles can put a stop to that. After that nice inning they just had, they don't want to let the Tigers back in this. Uh-oh, time is called. So the umpire is chasing down some debris which has blown onto the field. Coach Wahutka comes over to help him out. Makes a little joke to the on-deck batter. That's Taylor, the pitcher. She's over there smiling. Al's always trying to keep, oh, and that's a sharply hit ball up the middle. Kristen bobbles it, she can't come up, oh, and that's gonna cost them. She tries to throw it home, and she threw behind the runner, so unfortunately by throwing home there, she gave up a base, and Estrella goes from first to second, and a run scores. So kind of you see Kristen bobbles it here, and an ill-advised throw home. She would have had the runner out at second or potentially pushed her back to first. So again, the Orioles 2 plays in a row where they're not talking to each other out there, and they really need to work together as a team. And that run doesn't mean anything if they can get the out. They could be sitting here with 2 outs and a runner and only giving up 1 run. Instead, now they're sitting with 1 out and a runner on second. And this brings up the pitcher, Taylor Irian. That was a hit. That one up the middle was a hit. Resnick comes back with a strike. So Lauren's had some nice control again tonight. This is her 5th game in a row that she's pitched. There's a slow chopper to Garcia. Oh, and she throws it soft. Oh, shoot. Well, Sarah made a nice play, but again, I don't know what's going on with the soft throws. They're just not firing the ball over to first base, and Bella was forced to try and make a tough catch there. And so it looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner now. So now they've got a courtesy runner for the pitcher, Taylor Irian. And this should bring up the catcher, number 20, Lisetta Horn. Horn struck out the first time at bat and grounded out to the third baseman. So first and third 1 out. And the bunt, and it hit her in the, but she was in the box. So we've had a couple of those plays tonight, and she's at 0-1 in the count. There you see the score on the bottom of your screen. South 3, St. Louis Park 6, top of the 5th inning in a blowing wind game here at, they throw down to second. I'm not sure. Oh, and then she dropped the ball. So not really clear what happened there, but first and third, the runner stealing from first goes to second. They tried to throw her out with the runner at third, and the runner at third just walks right in. So some fundamental errors there. And now, a big hit out to right center. Borash is trying to chase after it. Kristen Botzett picks it up. The run from second scores. Runner from second scores, and now we've got Horn on third. So the third run of the inning, and again, those errors are coming back to haunt the Orioles. Perfectly placed hit right in the gap in right center field here at beautiful Aquila Fields. Oh, and Resnick fires back. It looks like she's going to try and do it on her own. Quickly jumps out on Rudrud, 0-1. Last time up, Rudrud struck out, and the first time she got a hit. So this is her third at bat of the game. Again, if you're just joining us, it's 5-6. And there's a hit, right through first base. Shelby comes up, throws it in, and that scores Horn from third. So after the big inning for the Orioles, the Tigers have now scored 4 straight, and they're going to call a timeout, have a little meeting in the infield. So Rudrud finds herself safely at first. And the batter is Carly Ekstrom. Ekstrom was playing second base today. She's had a lot of action over there too. She goes downstairs, tried to pull that one through, and she goes behind 0-1. Fall ball. Resnick fires. She kept it low. Ball gets between Jenna. Jenna kept it there. So kind of scooted between her catcher's glove and ended up right between her feet underneath her. And fortunately, she kept the runner, Rudrud, to first base. So 1-1 the count. Resnick comes right back with a strike. So now 1-2. Again, 2 outs, or excuse me, 1 out. After the very first out, Lauren recorded the strikeout. And then the Orioles have had some tough times. There's a hit to short. McKenzie over to Autumn. So she got the lead runner. So now there's 2 outs with a runner at first, and this brings up the right fielder, Anna Meyer. Anna got on last time, and her first time at bat, she struck out. So Resnick goes low, the ball is stealing, and, I think they got her. Yeah, so beautiful play. Jenna Laidlaw with a laser down to second base. Here's the play. Resnick goes low. Jenna comes up firing, and you can see that. And McKenzie's covering and makes the play. So that'll close out a rough inning for the Orioles, giving up 4 runs. And you can see we've got a tie ball game here at the bottom of the 5th. Orioles coming up here with it'll be Mackenzie, Bella, and Sarah Garcia are scheduled to bat. Orioles had a big inning last inning with batting 11 batters and going around the order, which was kind of fun. They haven't had that all season, so it's nice to be on the positive side of those once in a while and give your pitcher and your fielders a break, especially again in this cold, windy, damp weather. It can really wreak havoc on old guys like me. So again, leading off should be Mackenzie Evenson. Mackenzie's trying to find her bat over here in the dugout, and she skips over to the box. So coming in from the right side, the Orioles only have right-handed hitters in the lineup right now, and I know they've got a couple younger ones that come from the other side, but most of them will come from that right side. Here's Taylor's pitch. Oh, Mackenzie's right out on it. Strike one. So 0-1 on Mackenzie. Mackenzie had that nice cover to end the last half inning. There she goes downstairs, and she lifts one, and that's going to make it to right field. Center fielder comes up firing, and so Mackenzie finds herself with a hit. So congratulations to Mackenzie Evenson. I believe that's her first hit of the varsity for her varsity play. So runner at first, Bella Halstead. Bella got on last time on an error. There was a error on the shortstop. And her first time up, she grounded out to the shortstop. So a beautiful bunt by Bella. Oh, just foul. So Bella squares up. She lays one down that just rolls foul. Oh, 0-1 on Halstead. Again, she's playing the first bag today. Let's see if he has her square up again. Bell's been swinging hard. Ooh, Heather hold it, and the steal is on, and Mackenzie's going to be out by a country mile. So, did not get a great jump. Here you can see the play. The throw is down, and she was out by several steps. So, unfortunately, that's one out. They tried to manufacture a run there. Bell was looking at 1-1, and now 1-2. It's too bad. It would have been nice to have her there in scoring position, especially the way Bella's been hitting the ball. She swings hard. That's a easy pop out to the third baseman. So 2 outs, F5, and now it looks like we've got a substitution. This is number 4, and that's Sophie Macklem Johnson. SMJ, as her friends call her. Sophie's entering for Sarah Garcia. Not sure where she's going to go in the field, but she's been swinging the stick this year. Good to see Sophie up here. She's a junior. Sophie split time last year as a sophomore because she had some pitching duties for the JV team. So she would go back and forth between JV and in the varsity games, and it always is a challenge there because you're called into several duties. So 6-6 here. We've got a barn burner. Bottom of the 5th. Now they're announcing Sophie coming in for Sarah Garcia. First pitch is a ball outside. She swings hard at that one. That's going, it's over the second baseman's head. Beautiful hit by Sophie. So SMJ comes up with a beautiful hit to lead. And that goes to the top of the order now. This is Autumn Ballesteros. Autumn struck out last time. She walked her second time at bat, and then her first time she flew out to the right fielder. So she goes upstairs. That's going to be trouble. It's going to be in between. Oh, and using 2 hands. So a fine catch by Carly Ekstrom. Carly records that third out of the inning as Autumn flies out. So no runs on one hit and one left on. And after 5 complete, you see the score 6-6. And it's been a battle here today. Last year, these two collided in a doubleheader, and South took both games. So it's good to see Park battle back this year and really pick up the competitiveness and the competitive play. And the girls have been working hard. I know with the slow start this season, with the bad weather, they've had plenty of time to work on some skills, fundamentals, and strategic situations. So we're going to start here, the top of the 6th, and on that throwdown to second in the end of the last inning, Anna Meyer will find herself back up at bat. So Anna will have a fresh count. And again, Anna was playing right field tonight in game 1. And Resnick throws ball 1. So missing low. Looked like Lauren was throwing the drop ball there. There you go. And she goes back upstairs to even up the count at 1-1. A bouncer back to Resnick. She fires over to Bella for the 1-3 out. So here you'll see it again. Kind of a high chopper. She drives it off into the ground, almost like a slap hit. Unintentional. And then Resnick makes the play over to Bella. Good cover by Bella. So 1 out and a square up. And the bunt. And the leadoff hitter, Eva Coe, gets on with a bunt single. So that's her second single, her second hit of the game, and she squared up to bunt several times. I don't know if the girls are paying attention in the field they've got the scouting report, but she also has some good wheels, so we'll see if she's taken off. Yep, she's going. The throw is down. Oh, but it's just wide of the bag, pulling Mackenzie off. So Mackenzie did a nice job covering there. And now Eva finds herself safely at second. They're trying to manufacture a run here. So 1 out. Another high chopper. Mackenzie. Oh, and she can't play it. And the runner is safe at first. Here you can see Mackenzie, she scoops it, just can't pick it up. And now we've got the 3 spot, Alex Pythian. Oh, the ball scurries away, throw down to third. If she can tag her, she's out. So a nice play by Jenna over to throws that down to Sarah Garcia, who shows it and makes the play. So now we've got 2 outs, and Alex Pythian there's a big hit. That's to Shelby. Uh-oh, she misplayed it. She took her first step in. A run scores. Shelby gets it. Pythian throwing it in. They got to get it in. And she finds herself at third. So Maddie scores from second. And Alex finds herself safely at third base. So 1 run scores, and there's still 2 outs. This brings up the third baseman, Estrella. Oh, and she hits a rocket right back at Resnick. Autumn Ballesteros, and I think they got her. She got her. Nice. Beautiful play. So bouncing off of Resnick's glove, over to second. Autumn had a hard time picking it up. I'm thinking that ball must be a little slippery because everyone's having a hard time. They're booting it around a little bit. Yep, she got her. So we'll call that play a 1-4-3 out. And one run does come in. So South now takes the lead. They're up 7-6. And the Orioles will be bringing up Lauren Myra will be leading off. And I'm not sure what Al's going to be doing the rest of the way here if he's got some substitutions. Again, if you're just tuning in, we've got the Oriole half of the 6th inning here at Oriole Park at Aquila Fields. Orioles find themselves down 1 run. And the line looks like this. South started off with a run in the first, holding Park to nothing. Then South got a run in the second, and they picked up 4 in the 5th. And the Orioles had went scoreless in the first. They had 1 in the second. They had 5 in the 4th, and they went scoreless in the 5th. So if you do your math, and I apologize, they had 1 there, 1 in the 6th for South to give them the 7-6 lead. And that brings up Lauren Myra. Again, Lauren playing left field tonight, and last time up, Lauren had a nice base hit, and she scored. Sees the changeup and reaches out to grab it and fouls it away. So good thing she got a piece of that because it did look like that was going to drop in again for a strike. So we're seeing a trend here with Taylor throwing changeups on the first pitch. Typically after the change, she'll come back with the fastball. Yep. So inside and low, and that evens the count to 1-1. Had a fun conversation with Lauren the other night. She was telling us all about she was able to participate in the prom at Hopkins where her boyfriend goes to school. She was all excited about that. There's a hit right back to, that scoots over to the second baseman. Oh, that's wide. It pulls her off the bag and she's safe. So Lauren Myra finds herself on first base. And that brings up number 33, Lauren Resnick. Lauren sees ball 1. Good patience by Resnick. It'll be interesting to see if Al tries to manufacture a hit and run here. We need Myra to score, tie this game up. Lauren looks at ball 2. So Lauren Myra at first, Lauren Resnick at the plate. Resnick's ahead in the count 2-0. We'll see if he gives her the take. Oh, she hits that one well. Beautiful hit by Resnick. She gaps one to left center, and Myra's going to third. Resnick's going to scurry over. Oh, they got her out. She dropped the ball. Al Wahutka's contesting that she dropped the ball. Here you can see Resnick, just a bomb. She crushes that out to left center. Beautiful hit. And the plate umpire calls her out at third base. He wasn't even in position to see the ball. The ball dropped, and the third baseman, Estrella, did a great job of selling that one. So,
get freaking position.
So Resnick, a beautiful hit. And unfortunately, we couldn't get Myra safe at third, but some people would argue that she was safe anyway. And there's a hit. Get there. So Resnick goes halfway. Get down. There she is. Oh, So Jenna Laidlaw moves her over. So Resnick now at third. And now there's 2 outs. Unfortunately, we could have had this with 1 and we would have had that run in. And it looks like we're going to have a substitution. Let's see what they're going to do here. Okay, so in for Kristen Botzett is now number 15.
Hey, go get one now.
Number 15 is Anya. She looks at ball 1. This is her first varsity experience.
Come on now, 1-5.
And that's strike 1.
Hey, now you're ready.
I believe Anya's an 8th grader, so this is a big opportunity for her. That's in the dirt. Oh. With 2 outs, Al did not send her. I expected that to go, but apparently not.
Hey, come on now, 1-5.
Coach Tim Senshin gave me a look. I think he wanted Lauren to go on that one. So 2-1's the count on Anya. Anya, big cut. Wow, a very aggressive swing. And she goes 2-2 in the count. So now anything close, she's going to want to drive it. Boy, I would have liked to have seen her make solid contact on that swing. I wonder where it would have gone. 7-6, Orioles down by 1. Good eye. So now it's a full count on Anya. 3-2, 2 outs. Lauren Resnick is patiently waiting at third. She wants to come home and support her cause. Oh, a big hit. That goes to short. And, oh, a clean play. So a fine play by the shortstop, Maddie Taylene. But impressive to see the swing by Anya. She really gave it a good cut. So we're going to look around the field and see where any changes have been made, and it looks like all of the spots have remained consistent. From the fielding standpoint, it looks like everybody stayed the same. So a couple of changes at the plate. Fielding will remain the same going into the top half of the 7th inning. Unfortunately, the Orioles couldn't come up with one there in the 6th. We had Lauren Myra reach on an error, and then Lauren Resnick hit a big shot to left field, and unfortunately Lauren Myra got thrown out at third. That gave us 1 out, and then Jenna Laidlaw was out on a fielder's choice, moving Resnick over to third, and then we had the substitution for Kristen Botzett. We had Anya come up to bat, and she hit a laser over to shortstop, who came up cleanly and put her out at first, and that didn't score, stranding Lauren at third. So came up with a little short there in the 6th inning, and now we go to the top of the 7th, and we should be seeing the pitcher. This is Taylor Irian. Last time up, she had a nice hit. Resnick goes right at her. There's a long fly ball down the right field line, foul. So all that is a long strike, and Taylor falls behind 0-1. Orioles having a hard time getting the ball back into the field. Finally getting it over to Resnick. I can only imagine, I see Lauren's fingers and Taylor, they're turning pink out there. I've got gloves on. I can't imagine what it's like to go without gloves and throwing that cold ball. Oh, she goes right at her, And that ball is played foul by Garcia. So 0-2 is the count. Resnick's given her 2 straight balls. Let's see if she goes a wiggle on her. Usually they'll call for the wiggle pitch. There's a lot of chatter going on in the south dugout. Not sure what they're chanting. Oh, there's a fly ball, and that's going to be to right field. Shelby Borash, using 2 hands, makes the play. So F9, 1 out, and Resnick gets her on 3 pitches. Now the catcher, number 20, Lisetta Horn. Last time up, Horn had a single, and she was part of that 4 in a row barrage in the 5th inning. Resnick tries to go high with her. Might have given her the rise ball. So 1-0 the count on Horn. That goes upstairs. That's coming foul. Oh. So Bella looked like she had a play on it and didn't know where the fence was. So unfortunately, she didn't get a lot of help from her fielders. That's where the fielders have to let her know where the fence is. A lot of times they teach you to run to the fence first, touch it, and then you kind of know where you're at. But coming over at this angle, it's kind of tough to see. So 1-1 on Horn, the catcher. 1 out here at the top half of the 7th inning. Again, this is the first half of the twin bill. Resnick's throwing her the rise ball and then a fastball. Let's see what she comes back with here. Straight fastball, low and outside. It's good placement, but couldn't get her to chase. Should be 2-1 on the count. Again, 1 out. Resnick goes at her again. Foul ball, and almost hits our truck here on the side. Our intern Ellie, she didn't look too worried. 2 balls, 2 strikes, double deuce. And now we've got some clapping going on in the Tiger dugout. I don't know how they can clap with this cold weather. I hope a finger doesn't fall off. Ooh, just outside. That's a good miss. Lauren's trying to get her to reach. Jenna had her lined up on the outside of the plate. Ooh, same spot, didn't get it. So ball 4, base on balls. And that is, I believe, Lauren's first walk given up of the game. So she's gone 6 1/3 inning before she gave up a base on ball. And this will bring up the first baseman, Signe Rudrud. Rudrud goes down low. Oh, a beautiful stop by Evanson. Evanson makes the throw. Beautiful. Oh, and now they've got her rundown. They've got her in a rundown. Tagger. Sarah's got to throw. Oh, and there's going to be interference. A beautiful play. I'd like to see the replay on that if we can, Paul. Do we have that? Here we go. You'll see Resnick goes right at her. She swings on the first pitch, and Evanson makes a beautiful backhanded play. She has the wherewithal to go to first. She gets the out. Now Bella charges. She goes to third. That's Garcia. Garcia bobbles it, but she comes up. And here's where McKenzie is kind of in the way there. They could have called interference, but they let it go. So 2 outs now. And this should be Carly Ekstrom. Ekstrom looks at ball 1. Resnick goes right back at her, 1-1. One and one on the count. 7-6 here. Tigers over the Orioles. Top half of the 7th. There's a slicing fall. And that one peels back into the stands. So now it's 1-2 on Carly Ekstrom, the second baseman tonight. Well, we had some more debris on the field. Sarah Garcia runs over to the pitching coach, Stephanie Johnson. And the windup by Resnick. Oh, and she goes down low. Oh, and it scoots through. Autumn tried to play it with her bare hand. Oh, and the throw to Kristen. Again, we're throwing late home. I don't understand what's going on. That throw should have gone to second. So we got to get that ball in quicker. It's going to be hard to throw the runner out when she's that close to home. So that was Horn scoring. Ekstrom finds herself at second, and now we've got the number 9 hitter and the right fielder, Anna Meyer. So 1 run scores. Resnick goes right at her with a strike. So a very timely hit there by Ekstrom. And there's another strike. So Resnick's trying to take her on her own. She's up on the count 0-2.
Here you go.
Oh, foul down the line. Bella plays it foul, so I'm glad she jumped on that one. And the count remains 0-2. 2 outs, and the runner's at second base. Orioles just need to get the batter and get their sticks back up there. And she chops one down the right side this time, or the third base line, excuse me. So a little behind the last pitch, and this time she was a little ahead of it. Let's see what Stephanie Johnson calls for the pitch here. Resnick adjusts the grip. Goes right at her and strikes her out looking. So strike 3. So 1 run scores, and now it's 8-6 in favor of the Tigers. And as you can see here, not the cleanest game with roughly 7 errors. Again, our stats are all unofficial, so we're going to ask that you don't report this to the Star Tribune Sports Hub as we wait to see Coach Wahutka's official scorebook. But looking over the scorecard, Resnick striking out the last batter, Meyer. She has roughly 8 strikeouts. Unofficially, that's 8 strikeouts for the game. So Lauren doing her part, and now we just got to get the sticks going. So leading off for the Orioles on their half of the 7th should be Maria Barr. Now they have been making some adjustments, so we're gonna hold off on that until we see who actually comes out of the dugout. It's number 26, Maria Barr. So 8-6, bottom of the 7th, and we're looking at Barr, Evanson, and Halstead. Maria takes a big cut. That goes long, but down the right field line, foul. Wow, if she could straighten that thing out, that was a nice cut there by Maria. She's a little late swinging. She's just a hair late. A lot of her balls have been going to right field. So kind of that inside-out swing that a lot of people try to perfect. Oh, and that time she's had her right back at the pitcher. But Taylor manages to stay with it. So a fine play by Taylor Arion. All right, so Mackenzie Evanson, last time up, she got a single. And she's 1 for 3 on the night. And she's way ahead of that one. So again, Taylor continues to have success with the first pitch changeup. This is something that you'd think the Orioles would catch on, but let's see if that continues. There she goes, and a nice hit by Mackenzie, and Mackenzie hits it down the right field line, and she's safe with a hit. Beautiful. So Mackenzie now has 2 hits, and she's 2 for 4 on the night. So Mackenzie looking like she's hitting her stride here. 1 out, runner on first. Bella Halstead. She flew out to the third baseman last time. Kind of a light pop-up to the third baseman. There she hits it. That's going to be in between. Oh, the pitcher makes the play, and she tries to go to Ekstrom at second. Ekstrom drops the ball, and Mackenzie's safe at second. So Bella swings at the first one, and she finds herself safe at first. So first and second, and this brings up Sarah Garcia. So Sarah had batted twice. Oh, she tries to bunt and she couldn't get it down. Foul ball. So 0-1 on Sarah. I apologize if my voice sounds like it's stuttering a little bit here, but it's winter-like conditions here at Oriole Park at Aquila Fields. Garcia watches ball 1. Oh, and the runners are going. Safe. So safe at third, safe at second. Mackenzie finds herself on third. Bella finds herself on second. We should have a 1-1 count on Sarah Garcia. And first base is wide open. After Sarah, the top of the order would be Autumn Ballesteros. Oh, the looping changeup. 2-1.
Hey, wait back to drive it now. Hey, Bella going hard.
And that's another high ball. So now it's 3-1. If she walks her, there really isn't any damage as the first base is unoccupied. But then you're looking at the top of the order. And that's ball in the dirt. And she walks. So Sarah finds herself base on balls. And again, we're bases full of birds, as my good friend John Fromm would say. And now looks like we're gonna have a pinch runner. And it looks like so that is Shay Swanson, who is now in for Bella Halstead. And this is Shay's first appearance on the varsity team. So congratulations to Shay. Hopefully this will be the first of many opportunities. Shay is a catcher on the JV team. I had the opportunity to coach her a couple years back, and excellent athlete. Her dad just got inducted into the Softball Hall of Fame. Autumn goes right back to the pitcher. Uh-oh, play at 1. So the play at home. So they ended up getting Mackenzie out at home for the second out. And Autumn finds herself safe at first. This is Lauren Myra, your left fielder. Again, bases loaded. Orioles need 2 to extend play. Oh, and she watches again. So that first pitch change, is going in for strike. And the Orioles are finding themselves behind in the count, 0-1. Let's see if Lauren can get a hit here. Lauren swings it hard. That's to second base. That's Ekstrom. She comes up and makes the play. So that should do it here from Oriole Park at Aquila Fields. Just scoring that last one, a 4-3, 3 out. So 8-6 from the first game here. Orioles drop to the Minneapolis South team. And we'll have a brief break, and we'll come back for Game 2 here at Oriole Park at Aquila Fields. For Paul and Ellie, I'm Mike Resnick. We'll see you in a few.